All right, ready to dive in. Today we're exploring the history of Himachal Pradesh.
Sounds fascinating.
But, not just like a general overview.
Right.
We're uncovering those incredible stories of its heroes.
Okay. I'm intrigued.
I think you'll be surprised by some of these figures from Himachal Pradesh.
Yeah.
You might think you know about Indian heroes, but some of these names are not who you'd expect. We've got this list here.
Okay.
Some are famous and others, well, they're lesser known, but they all have these unique stories of how they contributed and the sacrifices they made. What are your initial thoughts when you look at this list?
I think what stands out to me is the wide range of what we're calling heroism in Himachal Pradesh. We've got military leaders and spiritual figures, political activists, even rulers who are remembered for putting their people first.
Yeah, I see that.
It really shows how many different ways there are to be courageous and make sacrifices.
Yeah, absolutely. Right away, I see Chandrasekhar Azad on here.
Oh, wow.
Famous for that Kakori train robbery, a major moment in India's fight for independence. He wasn't actually born in Himachal Pradesh, though.
Oh.
He was born in Uttar Pradesh. But the source material mentions he had strong ties to Himachal Pradesh.
It's interesting how Azad's connections to Himachal Pradesh showed that these movements for independence weren't just isolated incidents.
Right.
They were all part of this larger network of resistance that spread across different regions, bringing together all sorts of people in this shared cause.
And speaking of figures who challenge our ideas of what makes a hero, we have Rani Bahadur Singh.
Okay.
Now, she was this incredible warrior, a woman who led her forces into battle to defend her region from invaders.
Rani Bahadur Singh's reign is really significant. Not only was she incredibly brave, in the face of danger, but she also challenged those traditional ideas about gender roles and who holds power.
Exactly.
Her story probably inspired so many other women in Himachal Pradesh.
Oh, for sure.
Showing them that leadership and courage weren't just for men.
Such a powerful example of how one person can change perceptions and inspire others to fight for what they believe in. Not all the heroes on our list led armies into battle, though.
Right.
We've also got people like Budi Singh, a king of Chamba.
Okay.
He's remembered for focusing on his people's well-being. So his story, it's less about battlefield heroics and more about, prioritizing development and unity to build a better future for his people.
Budi Singh's reign shows us that true leadership isn't always about conquest or military strength.
Right.
It's about understanding people's needs and building a society where everyone can thrive.
Yeah.
His contributions might not be as dramatic as some of the others on this list,
Yeah.
but they were no less important in shaping Himachal Pradesh.
I'm noticing a theme here. A lot of these figures, even if they weren't directly involved in wars, they were deeply committed to defending their land and their people. It's a lot about the spirit of Himachal Pradesh.
Absolutely. You see this thread of resilience running through their stories.
Yep.
This determination to protect their homeland and preserve their way of life.
And that brings us to Baba Balak Nath. Now, he was both a spiritual leader and a warrior.
Interesting.
Who fought for the underprivileged and the oppressed. What do you think resonated with the people of Himachal Pradesh about someone who was both spiritually and physically strong?
That's a great question. It seems like Baba Balak Nath's story tapped into this deeper understanding of heroism, one that went beyond just physical strength.
Right.
And embraced a commitment to social justice and, the well-being of the most vulnerable.
His legacy shows that true strength lies in protecting and uplifting those in need. And speaking of fighting oppression, let's talk about Lal Singh. He was a prominent figure in the 1857 Indian Rebellion.
Oh, right.
Leading a revolt against the British in the Congo region.
Okay.
But sadly, he was martyred for his role in the freedom struggle.
Lal Singh's story reminds us that the fight for freedom often comes at a huge personal cost.
For sure.
His willingness to risk his life for independence shows how deeply he believed in it. And his unwavering faith in a future free from colonial rule. His actions in the Congo region really helped energize the resistance movement and inspire others to join the fight. And we see this theme of sacrifice over and over again on our list.
It's true.
Next, we have Shamsher Singh, a hero from the Shimla Hills, who also fought bravely in the Indian freedom movement.
He was involved in so many uprisings against British rule and was ultimately executed for his role in the resistance.
It's striking how many of these people faced execution or imprisonment for their actions.
It really is.
It makes you think about the personal risks they were willing to take for what they believed in, and what kept them going even when facing such terrible consequences.
What do you think set figures like Lal Singh and Shamshir Singh apart? What made them willing to sacrifice everything for this cause?
It's hard to say for sure, but I think it speaks to the power of their convictions.
Yeah.
These individuals weren't just fighting for some abstract political ideas.
Right.
They were fighting for their identity, their freedom,
And the future of their homeland.
That deep belief fueled their courage and helped them keep going, even in the face of unimaginable hardship.
Absolutely. They understood that freedom wasn't something you could just be given.
Right.
It had to be fought for, even if it meant sacrificing your own life. Their stories are such a powerful testament to the spirit of those who dared to dream of a free India.
And speaking of individuals who took different paths in the fight for freedom, we have another Khizar Singh.
Another one.
This one was from the Solan district.
Okay.
This Khizar Singh joined the Indian National Army,
The INA.
led by Subhas Chandra Bose, and he was involved in several missions against British forces during World War II.
So we see another person willing to risk everything for freedom, but in a completely different context.
Exactly.
Khizar Singh joining the INA shows that the fight for independence was a global one.
Yeah.
It wasn't just limited to India.
Right.
It spanned continents and got support from people all over the world. His story, and the stories of all the others who joined the INA, highlights the many different strategies used in the pursuit of freedom, from armed resistance to political activism to international diplomacy.
It's a reminder that the struggle for independence was a really complex movement.
It's incredible how these stories are all intertwined with major historical events.
Yeah.
Each hero coming from different parts of Himachal Pradesh, yet all contributing to this bigger narrative of India's fight for independence.
It really is.
And of course, we can't talk about heroes from Himachal Pradesh without mentioning Major Somnath Sharma.
Of course not.
Major Sharma, born in the Kangra district,
Right.
holds a special place in Indian history.
He does.
He was the first recipient of the Paramveer Chakra,
Wow.
India's highest military honor, which he was awarded for his incredible bravery during the Battle of Badgam.
Oh, right. In the 1947 India-Pakistan War.
What's so powerful about Major Sharma's story are the details. He was severely wounded, but continued to command his troops, holding their position even though they were outnumbered.
It's hard to imagine that kind of courage and selflessness.
It is.
To keep fighting even when facing certain death.
His actions saved the lives of many of his men.
Yes.
And prevented a crucial airfield from falling into enemy hands.
It's a reminder that true heroism often means making tough choices and putting others first.
Yeah.
Even when you're facing unimaginable adversity.
His sacrifice, it's heartbreaking, but it's a powerful symbol of the courage and dedication of the Indian Armed Forces.
It really is.
And speaking of military heroes and the Paramveer Chakra, we also have Subedar Major Karam Singh,
Oh, yeah.
another recipient of this prestigious honor.
Also born in Himachal Pradesh.
His bravery and leadership during the 1965 India-Pakistan War were truly exceptional.
Subedar Major Karam Singh's story is just as amazing as Major Sharma's. He fought off enemy troops all by himself, defending his position even though he was outnumbered and under intense fire.
It's incredible to think about the strength, both mental and physical, that you would need to face such overwhelming odds and still win. Their stories are a powerful reminder of the sacrifices made by soldiers to protect their nation and the incredible courage they show in the face of danger.
Their actions really embody those highest ideals of the Indian Armed Forces. Duty, honor, and selflessness.
But heroism isn't always about big victories on the battlefield.
Yeah, that's right.
Let's shift gears a bit and talk about Pandit Padam Dev. He was a dedicated freedom fighter from the Kangra region, deeply involved in the Indian National Congress.
Okay.
He was really active in the struggle for independence.
Pandit Padam Dev's story highlights those contributions of the people who worked tirelessly behind the scenes,
Right.
organizing protests, rallying support, and keeping that spirit of resistance alive.
And his commitment to the cause led to his imprisonment for several years.
It did.
His story reminds us that heroism isn't always about grand gestures or victories in battle.
Right.
Sometimes it's about enduring hardship
Yeah.
and staying true to your beliefs even when you're facing persecution.
And those quiet acts of courage that often go unnoticed, but play a huge role in the larger struggle.
All of these acts of resistance, whether they're big or small, helped shape India's path to freedom.
And speaking of those working behind the scenes, we have Babu Chandan Singh.
Oh, yes.
He was a prominent figure from the Kulu Valley.
Known for his involvement in the Quit India movement in 1942.
The Quit India movement was a crucial turning point in India's fight for independence.
It was.
It was this huge movement that demanded an end to British rule.
Right.
And people like Babu Chandan Singh were essential in mobilizing support and keeping that spirit of resistance going.
It's amazing how each of these individuals brought their own unique strengths and experiences to the fight for freedom. From armed resistance to political activism, the variety of their contributions is truly inspiring.
It is.
But just like so many others,
Yes.
his activism came with a price.
It did. Babu Chandan Singh was arrested by the British for his involvement in protests and for speaking out against colonial rule.
Yeah.
But his imprisonment only made him a stronger symbol of defiance against oppression.
It's clear that these individuals weren't just names on a list.
They were real people.
They had families, communities, and dreams for a better future.
Absolutely.
Their sacrifices remind us that freedom is never truly free.
It comes at a cost.
So, what does all of this tell us about the spirit of Himachal Pradesh? What sets these heroes apart from those in other regions of India?
I think these stories show a region that's always valued courage, resilience, and a deep connection to its land and people.
Yeah.
Whether facing threats from outside or fighting for social justice, the heroes of Himachal Pradesh embody a spirit of defiance against oppression.
It's a legacy that continues to inspire us today, reminding us that heroism can take many forms, and that everyday people have the power to make extraordinary contributions to their communities.
And to the world.
But before we wrap up this part of our deep dive, there's one more hero I want to mention.
Okay.
Veer Kamra Rishi.
Veer Kamra Rishi is interesting because his story is somewhere between history and myth. He's revered for his bravery and sacrifice in defending his region from invaders.
He's said to have made this incredible sacrifice to protect his people.
I know.
And his tale is still told today in Himachal Pradesh.
It's almost like a folk tale.
It is.
It shows how heroism can become woven into the very identity of a region.
Exactly.
These stories, passed down through generations, are powerful reminders of the values that a community holds dear.
That feels like a good place to pause for now. Welcome back to our deep dive into the heroes of Himachal Pradesh. We've already met some incredible figures,
We have.
and I'm excited to uncover even more of these inspiring stories.
The list of heroes from Himachal Pradesh is really diverse.
It is.
We've seen military heroes, freedom fighters,
Yeah.
and rulers who really cared about their people's well-being.
And as we dig deeper, we'll find even more people who challenged conventions and left their mark on the region.
It's fascinating how each person embodies heroism in different ways.
It is.
Like we have Nan Ram from the Kulu region,
Oh, right.
a warrior known for defending his homeland and his people.
Dan Ram's story gives us a glimpse into a really turbulent time in Himachal Pradesh's history.
Yeah.
His efforts to protect the region from invaders and support local uprisings say a lot about his character
They do.
and his commitment to his people. It makes you wonder what kind of challenges he faced and how his actions shaped what happened.
That's a good question. Seems like tough times often reveal those who are willing to step up and fight for what they believe in.
And speaking of defying expectations, we have another Rani on our list.
Oh.
Rani Syam Kumari.
Rani Shyam Kumari, the Queen of Chamba.
Right,
She's a great example of how courage has nothing to do with gender.
for sure.
She fought bravely against invasions, becoming a symbol of resistance for her people.
Her story challenges those traditional ideas of leadership
It does.
and shows us that women played a huge role in shaping Himachal Pradesh. It's inspiring to see these strong female figures who went against what was expected of them
Yeah.
and took charge, leading their people through crises.
Their stories challenge our assumptions about traditional roles.
Right.
And remind us that heroism can come from anywhere.
Speaking of challenging assumptions, let's talk about Sardar Thakur Singh.
Okay.
He was a true revolutionary, deeply involved in India's fight for independence,
I see.
especially in the Kangra region.
He played a key role in organizing protests and getting local support against British rule.
And like many others on our list,
Yes.
his activism had consequences. He was imprisoned by the British for his role in the movement.
Sardar Thakur Singh's story and the stories of so many others
It's true.
remind us that the fight for freedom was a long and difficult journey,
Yeah.
full of hardship and sacrifice.
They knew they might face imprisonment, torture, even death.
And yet they kept going,
They did.
driven by their belief in a better future for their nation.
Their stories are a powerful testament to the enduring power of hope and the unyielding spirit of those who fought for a free India. All right, we have a couple of Baba Balak Naths on our list. Earlier, we talked about Baba Balak Nath as this figure who represents both spiritual leadership and physical courage.
Right.
But it looks like there are actually multiple figures associated with this name,
Okay.
each contributing to the history of Himachal Pradesh.
It is interesting how certain names and figures become part of a region's folklore and history.
What makes Baba Balak Nath such a revered figure? Why do you think his story has been passed down for generations?
I think Baba Balak Nath's lasting appeal comes from the fact that he embodied both spiritual and worldly power.
Right.
He is believed to have fought for the rights of the underprivileged and those who are oppressed.
Yeah.
And he became a symbol of hope and resistance against injustice.
That combination of spiritual guidance and social activism likely resonated with the people of Himachal Pradesh.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Especially since they faced various forms of oppression throughout history.
That's
His story is almost mythical, blurring the lines between historical fact and folklore. It shows the power of storytelling and how certain figures become more than just historical figures. They turn into symbols of a community's values and beliefs.
Exactly. These stories that are passed down through generations serve as powerful reminders of the ideals that a community holds dear
They inspire future generations to live up to those ideals.
and strive for a better world.
And speaking of those who fought against injustice, we have Shyam Singh, a freedom fighter from the Solan district, deeply involved in the Quit India movement of the 1940s.
Okay.
He worked tirelessly to spread anti-colonial sentiments and rally support for independence.
The Quit India movement was such a pivotal moment in India's struggle for independence.
It was.
It represented a culmination of decades of resistance
Right.
and a unified call for the end of British rule.
And like many others,
Yeah.
Shyam Singh's activism came at a price.
Sadly, it did. He was arrested for his role in the movement.
His story reminds us that the fight for freedom was often met with brutal repression.
It was.
But despite the dangers, these individuals persevered,
They did.
fueled by their belief in a just and equitable future for their nation. It's remarkable how these people, facing such personal risks, remained so committed to a better future for their nation.
I know, it's incredible.
It speaks to their deep convictions and the strength of their spirit.
Their sacrifices paved the way for a free and independent India,
They did.
a legacy that continues to shape the nation today.
Now, not all the heroes on our list were freedom fighters or revolutionaries.
Right.
We also have Maharaja Puri Singh of Chamba.
Okay.
His story stands out because he wasn't known for his military achievements,
Oh.
but rather for his dedication to the welfare of his people.
Maharaja Puri Singh's reign offers a different perspective on leadership and heroism.
It does.
He understood that true strength comes from the well-being of your people.
Exactly.
He prioritized education, social reforms, and the overall development of his kingdom.
His story challenges our ideas about what it means to be a hero.
It does.
He might not have led armies into battle,
Right.
but his efforts to improve his people's lives were just as important.
His legacy is a reminder that true leadership is about serving others and creating a society where everyone can thrive.
And speaking of individuals who worked tirelessly behind the scenes,
Yes.
we have Sardar Fateh Singh, a prominent leader from Himachal Pradesh who played a crucial role in the freedom struggle.
Okay.
He was heavily involved in underground movements.
Working to undermine British rule and advance the cause of independence.
But his story, unfortunately, ends in tragedy. He was killed by the British for his actions against them.
Sardar Fateh Singh's sacrifice is a stark reminder of the heavy price paid by so many who fought for India's independence.
It is.
Their courage in the face of danger and their unwavering commitment to their ideals are truly inspiring.
It's heartbreaking to think about how many lives were lost in the struggle for freedom.
Yes.
But it's important to remember their sacrifices weren't in vain.
They weren't.
Their efforts led to the birth of a free and independent India.
A legacy that continues to shape the nation today.
And speaking of those who fought for the people's rights, we have another Guru Dutt on our list.
Another Guru Dutt.
This Guru Dutt, though he shares a name with someone we discussed earlier,
Okay.
had a different impact on the Kulu Valley.
Right.
He was an influential figure who fought tirelessly for justice, especially for the local farmers.
His story highlights the importance of fighting not just for national freedom, but also for social justice within society.
He was a true champion for everyday people,
He was.
standing up against those who exploited and oppressed them.
Absolutely.
His actions show that true heroism is about fighting for the rights of the most vulnerable and challenging those who abuse their power.
Guru Dutt's story reminds us that the fight for justice is complex and requires tackling inequalities at different levels.
Yeah.
His efforts to protect the farmers' rights show a deep understanding of social dynamics,
Right.
and a commitment to creating a more equitable society.
And sadly, he paid the ultimate price for his beliefs.
His story, like so many others we've heard,
I know.
is a powerful reminder that the fight for freedom and justice often demands great personal sacrifice.
Now, we have another Maharaja on our list. Maharaja Shamsher Singh of Chamba.
Okay.
He's a fascinating figure
Yeah.
because he understood that defending his kingdom's independence wasn't just about military strength.
Right.
It was also about diplomacy and strategic alliances.
Maharaja Shamsher Singh's reign shows the complex nature of leadership and how important it is to adapt to changing situations. While he was ready to defend his kingdom with force,
Yeah.
he also saw the value of diplomacy and alliances in keeping Chamba autonomous.
His leadership shows that true strength isn't just about military power.
It's not.
It's also about wisdom, thinking ahead, and navigating complex political situations. It's interesting how we're seeing different styles of leadership in these stories.
It is.
Some heroes led through military might, while others, like Maharaja Shamsher Singh, relied on diplomacy and strategy.
I think it highlights the importance of being adaptable and understanding how power works.
Yeah.
These leaders faced all sorts of challenges, both from within and outside their kingdoms.
Right.
And they had to use different strategies to protect their people and their land.
Whether they led through military strength, diplomacy, or social reform, these individuals were committed to serving their communities.
And willing to change their approach based on the challenges they faced.
All right, we have a few more heroes to talk about.
Okay.
Welcome back to our final part of this deep dive into the heroes of Himachal Pradesh. We've covered stories of bravery on the battlefield, the passion of revolutionaries, and those quieter forms of leadership that still had a huge impact.
We have.
Now we're going to look at figures like Kesar Singh Bedi. His heroism, it took a different shape. He wasn't a warrior like we traditionally think of,
Right.
but a social reformer who really dedicated himself to improving Himachal Pradesh.
Kesar Singh Bedi's story really stands out to me. He understood that true progress wasn't just about physical strength or winning battles. He really pushed for education, fought for equality, and worked tirelessly to create a better future for everyone in Himachal Pradesh.
It's incredible how much impact one person can have when they're so dedicated to social change.
It is.
It really is a testament to visionaries like Kesar Singh Bedi. He knew that real heroism often means empowering others,
Yeah.
giving them the tools and opportunities to improve their own lives. Now, switching gears a bit, we have Shiv Nandan Singh. His name kind of suggests he was involved in the fight for freedom.
Yes, Shiv Nandan Singh was a very prominent freedom fighter in the Manta region. He dedicated his life to the cause of independence
Wow.
and was involved in many movements against British rule.
His story, like so many we've already heard, really highlights those personal sacrifices made by those who fought for a free India.
It really does.
His dedication to the cause led to his imprisonment for his revolutionary activities.
It did.
It makes you appreciate their unwavering spirit,
Yeah.
facing such hardship and refusing to give up on their ideals.
Absolutely. They were driven by the belief in a better future, not just for themselves, but for the whole nation.
Okay, so we've met several spiritual leaders so far, and it seems like Baba Jaidev Singh fits that category. But there's something more to his story than just spiritual leadership.
What's fascinating about Baba Jaidev Singh is that he wasn't only a spiritual guide.
Right.
He was also a fierce defender of his people.
I see.
He fought for their rights and played a big role in uniting them against oppressive rulers and threats from outside.
So he kind of embodies this idea that true spiritual leadership goes beyond personal enlightenment.
It does.
It means actually working to improve the lives of others.
Exactly.
His story really highlights that powerful link between spiritual guidance and social activism.
Yeah.
For many of these figures, their commitment to justice wasn't just a personal belief. It drove them to challenge injustice and fight for their community.
And then we have Panchali Devi, whose story is so compelling because she stood up for women and children.
Panchali Devi's story is a great reminder that heroes can come from anywhere and fight for all sorts of causes.
That's true.
In a time when women's voices were often silenced,
Right.
she dared to speak out against those oppressive social norms and fought for better conditions for the most vulnerable.
He did.
It's really inspiring to see people like Panchali Devi challenge the status quo,
It is.
especially when they're up against such deeply rooted societal structures. We're almost at the end of our list, but we still have some amazing figures to discover. Tell me about Jayal Singh Majithia.
Jayal Singh Majithia was a dedicated freedom fighter who gave his life for his country.
Wow.
His involvement with the Ghadar Party, a revolutionary organization that was really important in the fight for India's independence.
Yeah.
It shows just how global the struggle really was.
The Ghadar Party was such an interesting movement,
It was.
bringing together people from all over the world who wanted to free India from British rule.
Exactly. Jayal Singh Majithia's story shows us that the fight for freedom crossed geographical boundaries. It united people from different backgrounds who believed in the same cause.
It's a good reminder that revolutions are often powered by networks of people who have this shared vision for a better future.
They are.
And lastly, we have Rajmata Amrit Kaur of Chamba, another extraordinary woman whose story needs to be told.
Absolutely.
Rajmata Amrit Kaur's actions show the impact that individuals can have even within systems that try to limit their power. She might have been royalty, but she still actively encouraged people to join the freedom struggle.
She did.
And she became a strong voice for women's rights and social reform.
Her story shows us that real leadership has no limits.
Yeah.
It's not tied to specific roles or social positions.
Rajmata Amrit Kaur's dedication to a better future for her people, no matter her own position, it's a powerful inspiration for us all.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into the heroes of Himachal Pradesh, what are your final thoughts? What makes these individuals so special, and what can we take away from their stories?
What really strikes me is how diverse these heroes are. We've met military leaders, freedom fighters, spiritual figures, rulers, and social reformers.
They have.
Each one, driven by their own experiences and beliefs, added to the rich history of Himachal Pradesh. And even though their stories are from different times and circumstances,
Yeah.
they're all connected by this shared commitment to their land, their people, and the pursuit of a better world.
It's been an incredible journey learning about these lives.
It has.
These testaments to courage, resilience, and the unwavering fight for justice. They remind us that heroism can take many forms and can come from anywhere.
Of all the heroes we talked about, is there a story that resonated with you the most?
That's a good question.
For me, it's the stories of those who fought for social justice and equality, like Panchali Devi and Kizar Singh Bedive.
Interesting.
They remind us that true heroism often means challenging the way things are, fighting for those who are marginalized, and working tirelessly to create a more just and equitable world. Their legacy inspires us to really think about our own values and how we can make a positive difference in our own communities.
I agree. Their stories challenge us to see heroism in a new light.
Right.
And recognize the power of those who dedicate their lives to building a better world for everyone. So as we finish this deep dive, I encourage you to keep learning about these amazing people and to look for those unsung heroes who make our world a better place in so many ways.
Their legacies are still alive today.
They are.
Not just in the history books, but in the hearts of the people of Himachal Pradesh and everyone they inspired.
That's true.
May their stories continue to guide us as we find our own paths, reminding us that each of us can make a difference no matter how small. Until next time, keep exploring and keep learning.